Okay, we shall start. Okay, cumulative frequency will be the first question. So take note, standard deviation, as in the statistic, are actually one of the easiest topic, whereby they cannot change a lot of pattern. Okay, so it's also one of the topic whereby you can just grab the marks. Okay, so let's start. The traveling time taken by 50 students from home to school are recorded. So they say that the cumulative frequency below shows the distribution of their time. So they say use your graph to estimate the median. So what I want you to remember is median is always going to find 50% of the highest number over here. Take note, I never say take 50% of the scale. A lot of times the mistake is student will say that 50% of 50. But it's not necessary unless the maximum here is 50. Sometimes they might have this one end at maybe say 45. Although my scale is 50. Then you have to take 50% of 45. You understand? Okay, so you have to be very careful on this part. So now I know my maximum is 50, so it is safe to write 50% of 50, so we know that it is 25. So it means that you need to go to your graph and find where is 25. So over here, 25 will be here. Here, this is 20, 30, so this is 25. So dot, 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 dot. Okay, you can use a ruler dot. So this is the median. So I'm going to use ruler so you can see better. So when you do the working, right, you draw this dotted line because you need to show to the teacher that you got them from your graph. Then a lot of times is students always got the scale wrongly. So this is how I always check. 40 to 60 is 20, right? And how many small square do I have? I have 10 small square. So 20 divided by 10 is 2. So one small square represents 2. Remember, doesn't mean that one small square is always 1. So in this case, one small square is 2. I need 2 square. So it is 2 times 2, 4. 40 plus 4, 44. So therefore, we will know that the median is equals to 44. Done. Okay. So what I like, not what I like. My student always comment that teacher Kangie, once teacher Kangie teach, it's always one-way traffic. What does it mean by one-way traffic? It's because I will always, when I teach, I will always tell you what is the common mistake and what is the things that you need to look up for. So every time before you actually think of the question you want to ask me, I already know what you're going to ask, and then I will answer. So that's why it's like I always talk to myself only, because they already got the answer when I am talking. Okay, hello. Okay, next, interquartile range. Okay, this is the few things that they always ask. They will ask median, they will ask interquartile range. So the thing is, you need to remember, interquartile range is taking the Q3 minus Q1. Or in other words, it is upper quartile minus the lower quartile. Okay, these are the few things you need to remember. And upper quartile is 75%. Lower quartile is 25%. So same as here. I need to find 75% of 50. So my 75% of 50 will give us 37.5. 25% of 50 will give us 12.5. So now you need to go to your, what you need to do is you need to go to your scale and find the 37.5 and 22.5. Okay, so over here, now look at 40 to 30. So I want to find 37.5. So I know it's around here. So 40 to 30, the range is 10. 10. So 10 divided by 10 divided by 10. So that means one small square represents 1. Baby Shah, what do you want? Okay. So 10 divided by 10 is 1. So one small square is 1. So I want 37.5. So it will be 35 is in the middle here. So you will know you go to 36, 37. 37.5 is here. Yeah, because we are seriously learning here, but sometimes I got a lot of funny people. Never mind, I have two moderators to help us. So for those who are learning here, we will learn in peace. Okay, so 37.5 will be here. So you will draw the dotted line. Comes to here. So actually you will come down to here, which is easy, 50. So my Q3 will be 50. Okay, now next let's go and find 12.5. Again, 12.5 is between here. So remember my 1 square is 1, right? So 11, 12, 12.5 will be here. Definitely will have this question. Prelim definitely will have this question. Okay, so yes, so now it's already time for you to revise for your prelim. So this morning I just nagged my student. Yeah, every lesson I always must nag one. Okay, so over here I can see that my bottom, this one 30. So this one small square is 2. I have one small square, so this one is 32. So my Q1 will be 32. This morning I just nagged my student a bit. I say because some of them already signed up crash course, right? Okay. Oh, I cannot start at interquartile range. Cumulative frequency interquartile range is always very straightforward. You just need to be very careful with your skill. So I was asking two of them. I said, did you finish up the crash course, all the questions? Because I did so many questions, so many subtopic. Good. I love you 2407. Nice nickname. Okay. So I said, do you finish the crash course question or not, your revision? Then they he ha 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 he me as usual. Then I say, okay, the thing about procrastination, okay, not saying that you are bad when you procrastinate. I also procrastinate, but the thing is, how often do you procrastinate? That's the question. And how do you overcome it? You always want to procrastinate. Okay, the reason for us to procrastinate is we are scared. Like we are scared to do this thing, or we scared that we cannot do it well. So we think, ayo, we are scared that this thing is very difficult. Then that stops us from doing it. And that's the reason why we procrastinate, because it's a difficult task. So I tell them, you set a small goal. Like for example, even you tell yourself, today I'm going to just do one subtopic. One subtopic, only 4 questions, cannot achieve, Sure can achieve. It's okay. Even today you only do 4 questions, one topic. It's fine. Just do it. And then tomorrow another 4 questions. Okay. And slowly, the important thing is you must start. Then you will have the momentum. And as you do it, then wow, I got feeling to do. Then you have the momentum. Then you do more and more and more. But by not starting and just sit there and wait, it will not happen. The thing will not revise by itself. Yeah. So I nag them ask them to start first. Ask them to start ready. You all also have to start ready. Don't push until like October, November, September, then start to revise for your O level. It's too late. Okay. Today you settle one topic is better than not starting at all. Understand? Okay, so my Q3 will be 50, my Q1 will be 32. So therefore, my interquartile range will be 50 minus 32, which gives us 18. Done. Okay, this is a popular thing that they will definitely ask. Median, 550%. Interquartile range, Q3 is 75%, and lower quartile is 25%. And make sure you get it correctly, and make sure you find out the scale properly, and then you dot, and then you will see the, which I never dot down, I must be consistent. Okay, so now let's take a look at the part B. Okay, EMath is elementary, my English sucks. Okay, elementary mathematics in Singapore. It's a compulsory mathematics subject in Singapore. So, find the probability that 2 students chosen at random take less than 70 minutes to travel to school. This is probability, and there are 2 students. So now let's go back and go and find 70 minutes. And the keyword is less than. You need to know whether is it less than or more than. That's very important. They say less than. So let's go to find 70. 70 will be here. So you need to go up and find out how many students is less than 70. Okay, you can see that it is the last square already. The last square over here, so this is 49. So we know that it is 49 students, which is less than 70. If they ask for more than 70, more than 70, you have to take 50 minus 49. That will be more than 70. But if it's less than 70, straight away the answer is 49. So I have 49 students who take less than 70 minutes. So there are 2 students, probability. So the probability of getting the first student, I have 49 out of 50 students. The probability. That's the first student who take less than 70 minutes. And then after that, one student already come out already, so I only left with total student is 49. Okay, but the probability that it is less than 70 is 48. Because 49 minus 1, 48. The total also from 50 become 49. So this will be 2 students that will be taking less than 70 minutes. So press the calculator, you get 24 out of 25. Done. Okay. Next, this one, take note. Keyword. They say a student states that 32% of the students took at least 36 minutes. This one, at least 36 minutes. So you need to digest a little bit about this thing. At least 36 minutes, is it talking about 36 and below? Or is it talking about 36 and above? Okay, you need to know that at least 36 minutes means it's more than or equals to 36. Above, more than or equals to 36. So in this situation, I will say go to find my 36 first. So go and find 36. 32, 34, 36. 36 is here. So you will go up, dot, 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 this point here, so it's this one. Over here, this is 15, this is 16. So see here, be careful, 16 students, 36. This 16 means what? This is 16 students who take less than 36. Okay? Less than 36. But they want more than 36. So I have to take 50 students minus 16. Those above, 16 students is here. Those above will be 36 and above. So you need to take 50 minus 16. So when you take 50 minus 16, you get 34. I want to find the percentage. So 34 out of 50 students times 100, it is actually 68%. So they say comment whether the school supports this claim. Understand? So you will say, oh, so therefore the student claim is not correct. It is 68% and not 32%. Okay? So 2 marks. So 2 marks means you need to show. You need to at least write 2 sentences in order to get that 2 marks. If it's just 1 mark, then you don't have to write too much. So what I did was, I do the calculation to fulfill their at least 36 minutes, which I get 68%. Then I give a statement and say that the statement, their claim is not correct because it's supposed to be 68%, not 32%. Yes, good old days, yes. I do O Level every day. I do O Level for the past 11 years. Okay, you all only need to do O Level for 1 year. Okay, good. That's for question number 1. So it's about warm up, and basically these are the common questions that they ask. Okay, so yes, I love math. I'm so happy that I do math every day. Okay, so I'm lucky that I'm doing. Wow, I realized that this one spelled wrongly. March. Can you also take note that this one, March, you there? Take note that all the worksheet change the this is not bowl, it's box and whisker. Okay. Do you think O Level this year will be hard since it's the last syllabus? I don't think we cannot say that. Okay, thanks much. You cannot think that since it's the last syllabus, and then is it that it's going to be difficult. Okay, actually the next syllabus, not much changes not much changes. So it's only, they are only changing the percentage of the marks. So not much change for the syllabus. It's just changing the code, but the changes is super minor only. Okay, so don't have to go and think about whether this year O level will be difficult or easy, because like I always tell my student, whether syllabus is easy or paper is hard or easy, you still have to attempt the paper, right? Not saying that, oh, paper hard, then you don't need to attempt, or paper easy, you also no need to attempt. No. So either way, you have to attempt. So no need to think about all these things which is not within your control. Do something which is within your control, which is to revise. And then when you revise and prepare for the exam, then just go ahead. Correct? Just go for the exam. Don't have to really worry that much. Okay? By worrying that much, which is not within your control, you're just stressing yourself out. Okay? Yeah, it is facts. Facts. Okay, now let's take a look at question number 2. Let me flip. The diagram below shows the cumulative frequency curve of the result of 160 students in mathematics and science exam. So there are 2 lines here. One line represent the mathematics and one line represent the science. Have you ever have a Sec 5 student success story or getting A1 for math? Yes, why not? But I can say, here what I can say is, what I can say is Sec 5 will have to put in a lot more effort. Why? Because you see, from Sec 1 to 4N, you all have been dealing with normal acad syllabus for all subjects. So the bad news is when you go to Sec 5, which is taking O level syllabus, it's like you are changing all the subject topics into a different difficulty, from normal acad standard to express standard. Okay, you will have to put in a lot more effort. Yeah, but cumulative frequency, I don't recall learning cumulative frequency when I study IGCSE. I don't remember this. Yeah, I don't quite remember this. Okay. Pardon me, I'm going to disclaimer, I only did the first year of IGCSE, so I'm still not super expert in IGCSE. Okay, I'm now Sec 5, but Math MYE B3. Actually, it's a good thing already, you know. If you are Sec 5 and you take B3 for Math, it's actually very well done already. So keep it up, put in more effort, okay? Don't need to go and bother about. Yes, Raphael, not just extra topics. I would say even the old topics, the difficulty is also different. That's why it's tougher. That's how I feel. But nothing is impossible. Anything is possible. Okay, as long as you put in the effort. Teacher, can you send your Telegram link here? Betty Boomsy, you will go to my TikTok, the profile. There's a link there. You just click on the link. Then you see a lot of buttons. The last button, it will be Telegram channel. Okay, I make it easy already. And then after the second last button will be YouTube channel. Yeah. Okay, so for those who miss out the in front part for today, you can also go to my YouTube channel. You can find the TikTok live, the TikTok replay. Yeah, tomorrow. But we only upload tomorrow lah. Daddy Bobsy, can you see whether you can find the link? Yeah, so when you go to Sec 5 already, yes, you got to put a lot of extra effort compared to the O level students, but nothing is impossible. Sure, can continue the Sec 5 thing. You want to hear story, Can. As in, I feel that it's all about the learning attitude. Okay, it's all about the learning attitude. You can be, you know the famous story about the tortoise and the rabbit, right? So you see, let's say O level students or express student maybe could be the rabbit, right? And then after that, maybe the N level student, which is the Sec 5, is the tortoise. Yes, you all started slow, right? But if you consistently keep putting effort to learn, and then you put in more effort, okay, you can even bypass the express student, agree or not? Because it's all about learning attitude. So it could be the express student maybe take it for granted or think, should be no problem lah, easy lah. Then after that maybe they slow down, and then after they never revise properly. Disclaimer, not going biased to any stream. I've never judged student by the stream. Okay, I only say students by their learning attitude. You can be in Sec 5 normal acad, okay, but if you put in a lot of effort and learn, yeah, you can even score better than the express. That's what I'm trying to say. So don't compare and use stream to go and give yourself the score yourself. Okay, it's about your attitude, your learning attitude. Huh? No link? Sure enough. Wait, let me see. Don't tell me my link go haywire. Yeah, I cannot see from here. Okay, I cannot see from here. Raphael, can you help me to check? Is it true that cannot go to my Telegram link? Okay, so kids, yeah, please, that day I was sharing with my students also. Okay, I was sharing with her, I say, Teacher Kangie, although was in express, and then I also go O level, and then I also go poly after that. But the thing is, I dropped out from my Singapore poly. I dropped out from school. I went out to work for 2-3 years. Then I'll go back to study in NYP, and that's where I know that okay, I cannot. I must really study. Why? Because no matter how I work hard outside with just my O level, my salary is capped because my academic is only O level ma. So in the end, I tell myself, no, I have to go back and get my degree. So I went back to NYP, I studied damn hard, super hard, okay? And I get my GPA 3.8, 3.7, 3.8 out of 4, you know? So I get into NYP, I get into NTU and NUS. Okay? Yeah, so I went to NTU for my EE engineering. So you see, we can be slow, okay? I can be slow. See, I'm lagging behind my batch of friends by 3 years. I came out to work officially with my degree later than them by 3 years. Okay? Yeah, but just don't give up. Just focus on your own path. Don't look at other people. Okay? As long as you're better than yesterday, okay, you are already improving. That's the most important thing. Already improving. That's the most important thing. You go like that. Press, disappear. Okay. I hope you all can find the link lah. Okay, now let's continue. I'm still at question 2 only. Alamak. Let's continue. No more story. Later then we see how. Okay, now let's focus. Okay, the diagram below. Find the fraction of students who score more than 60 marks but not greater than 80. So they're asking you to find the marks which is between 80 and 60. So in this situation, you have to go and find 60 as well as 80. No tuition center. My tuition center is online. Okay. So take note, this is maths. So you got to look at the line for maths. Maths is this line. Let's go and find 80. 80 is here. Draw your dotted line. Which is this one. And the marks here is 148. 148. So this one is 148. So now let's go find 60. 60 is here. Must go to the correct line. We are still doing maths here. So you have to look at the line which is the mathematics. So it is 92. I agree what you mentioned by family charter. You mentioned more than 60 is not included. But on the cumulative frequency, we are not able to see whether less than or more than. Okay? Yeah. So it is okay, okay. Can I remove this equal I remove this equal Okay, but we still go to the 60 and find this number, which is 92. So the number of students who score between this score will be 148 minus 92. So 148 minus 92 is equals to 56 students. But take note, they want fraction. So I'm going to take 56 out of the total students, which is 160, and reduce it to a lowest term. So answer is 7 out of 20. Okay. Next. Now they say, given that 45% of the students who score more than X marks, question mark, who score more than X marks, find the value of X. So let's find my 45%. 45% out of 160 students, they are talking about 72 students. But because of the word more than, so this 72 students is from the above. So what I'm going to do is I have to take 160 students minus the 72 to find out what is the number over here. So we take 160 minus 72, that will give us 88. And so we will go to the graph here, go and find your 88. 88 will be here. Again, it is maths. So you will go to 88. Here. So it will be this point here, which is 58. So therefore the X, oh sorry, I'm so sorry. Okay, so my X is equals to 58. Done. Okay, so take note, this is more than. So when I take 45%, I get 72 students. Common mistake is students go and find 72 and find here. But you see, if I go and find 72, okay, this side is only 55%, it's not 45%. So that's why I need to, 45% is at the top. So I need to take 160 minus away, and then I will know what is the actual amount, what is the actual student I want. Okay, so that's a very tricky part. That's a very tricky part. So you need to take note. Okay. Next. Now they say find the 90th percentile science mark. Actually very easy one. 90 percentile means I just need to find 90%. Remember my median I take 50%. Upper quartile I find 75%. Lower quartile I find 25%. 90th percentile simply find 90%. And 90% of what? So you will take 90% of 160 students. So take 90% of 160 students. We are talking about 144. So you will go to 144. Let's go and find our 144. So 144 is over here. And take note, it's about science. So I use red pen. Just now it's all about maths. So my science is this line. Yes. So I go 144. This one. So draw the dotted line down. Here, what? Just nice, 70. So it means that, therefore, the 90th percentile mark equals to 70. That's it. Okay? Marsha, can you paste the Telegram channel link here? That means the link to join my Telegram channel. Although it's on my bio, I don't know why the kid cannot find. Okay. Okay. So a parent commented that the students perform better in the mathematics exam than in the science exam because the highest mark in the maths is higher than in the science examination. So they asked, do you agree and explain your reason clearly? So you see 2 marks. So you cannot just say I agree or I do not agree, then you full stop. Okay, 2 marks you need to write a little bit longer. So I will say that I do not agree. Okay, you just think a little bit in the so-called common sense way. Why do you not agree? Because students who have highest mark can be outlier. So what does that mean by this? Just like, for example, in your class, sometimes during let's say an exam, a maths exam and a science exam, when you compare. So yes, I do agree that, okay, maybe there's one student who scored 99 out of 100 for the mathematics, right? But then after that, it also can mean that he is the outlier, means that he's the only one who scored 99, and then the rest of them maybe score 50 and below. Touch wood, touch wood. Okay? So it means what? I cannot base on highest marks to decide that more students perform better in mathematics, because it could be an outlier. It could be that the person who scored highest, it can be an outlier. It's not about the average. So we cannot use the highest marks to decide whether which subject they perform better. Oh, same here means what? You also cannot find the Telegram channel. Okay, so then, in order to compare the performance, whether who perform better for maths or science, so you will say, to compare the performance, we always use median mark should be used. So in this case, for the science, okay, the median is equals to 60, and for the maths, the median is equals to 55. Okay, so if I go back to the diagram, okay, in this question they never find median, so you will have to go and find the median yourself. So 160, 50% of 160 is 80, correct? So we can look at here, 80 for the maths is 55. Okay, for the science, which is 60. So the median is 60, the maths is 55. So since the median for science is bigger than the maths median, it means that they perform better in science. So therefore, they perform better in science. Okay. You know, the last paper that I take for IGCSE, I don't remember doing cumulative frequency, but they always come out histogram. I realize. Raphael, my TikTok bio, the tailwind link not working, meh? Technical issue. So don't worry, after class later, after this live end, I will go and check whether my tailwind is it go crazy. Okay, let's take a look at this question 3. This question 3 tricky, very tricky. Okay, the numbers 4, 6, 7, 9, 2, 5, 9, 12, 2, x and y have a mean of 7 and a mode. Join here, please. Join where? That's strange. Okay, never mind, later I fix. Okay, so first of all, you need to arrange your data in ascending order first. So let's take a look over here. So we have 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 9, and 12. So x is equals to question mark, y is equals to question mark. So basically, these are the data, and we have 2 missing data, which is x and y. Okay, they give us 2 information. They tell us that there's a mean of 7 and a mode of 9. So mean of 7, in total I have 11 numbers. 3, 3, 3, 9, 9, 10, 11. So when I have a mean is equals to 7, I will have my total will be 7 times 11, so it's 77. So all of these numbers, if you add up together, it will give you 56. So if I take 56, yes, mean is equals to average. Correct. Okay, so 56 plus x plus y, that's the total. So it will means that x plus y is equals to 77 minus 56. My x plus y is equals to 21. So the sum of these two missing number is 21. Okay, now actually there's two set of answer. Okay, you can give me your objection if you object to my answer. See, my x plus y is 21. Now they tell me my mode is 9. So now let's take a look at the data here. Oh, okay, yes, I know why already. I can find out why is it, because here got 2, 2. Okay, see here, I have 2, 2 and 9, 9. If they want my mode to be 9, it means that I need to have 3 9 in order to say that my mode is 9. Agree? So in this situation, you will say, since mode equals to 9, one of the number must be 9. So I shall let x equals to 9. And since my total is 21, so my y will be 21 minus 9, so it will be 12. So you have 9 and 12. So we solve already, and some more they say x is less than y. X is less than y ma? No meh? X is 9, y is 12, so x is less than 9, x is less than y ma? Ragu? Correct or not? Trick me, right? Okay, so therefore our x is 9 and our y is 12. Okay, now next, let's find the median. Median means I need to find my middle position first. So let's find out what is the middle position. So formula to find middle position is always take n plus 1 divided by 2. What is n? N is the number of data I have. In this case, I have 11 data. So you will take 11 plus 1 divided by 2, which is 6. 6 means it's the 6th position. So make sure you put in all the data. We have my 9 and 12. So in this case, I will use 9 and then after 12. This is my x and y. So the 6th position, ascending order, it doesn't affect because my 9 and 12 is at the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the number sitting at the 6th position is 7. So therefore, we know that our median is equals to 7. This one should come out in the IGCSE as well, because I also got two similar question. Okay, so median, you need to know. Okay, next. This one is a tough one. Standard deviation. Okay, so standard deviation, the formula, I'm going to write out the formula. A lot of students use calculator, key in the data, and then after that they just click, and then find out what's the standard deviation. I'm going to use the manual method, because for us during exam, the formula is given to us, standard deviation. So standard deviation formula is square root of sum of fx squared over sum of f minus sum of fx over sum of f squared. So today I'm going to tell you how I'm going to use this formula. It's actually very easy. So sum of fx squared, what does that mean? F is the frequency, x is the data. So now let's go back and look at our data here. I have 2 of 2. So my data 2, I have frequency 2. Agree? So when fx squared means that I have 2 of the 2 square. F is the frequency. Because I have 2 ma. The data is 2. So fx squared is this. Sum means I'm going to do that for all my other data. Plus, now the bad news is my 4 only one data, 5 one data, 6 one data. So you will do it as 1 4 square plus 1 5 square plus 1 6 square plus 1 7 square. My 9, I have 3 of them. So my f is 3. So 3 9 square plus, I have 2 12, so it will be 2 12 squared. The whole thing over sum of f means the total numbers I have. The total number I have is 11 data, correct? So it's over 11. Minus, take note, I will mean. So you don't go and redo calculation again, because you already know the mean is 7. So this is just minus 7 squared. And not forgetting, you need to put your square root. So when you press the calculator, what do you get? I actually get 3.384. So it's 3.38. My answer is wrong, but let me just key in again, in case I this morning blur. So let's key in together. So just key in here. So it will be 2 2 square plus 1 4 square plus 1 5 square plus 1 6 square plus 1 7 square plus 3 9 square plus 2 12 square. The whole thing divided by 11 minus 49, and I square root it. Yes, it's 3.38, 3.384. This is statistic. Sec 4 topic. So it's 3.384. Round off to 3SF, you get 3.38. So much, take note that there's an answer error. This is 3.38. Okay, so this is how you use the standard deviation formula. Okay, now let's take a look at question number 4. Okay, so over here they say the table below shows the mass of 500 packets of 1 kg chocolate packed by machine A. Oh, make me feel like eating chocolate. Okay, later I'm going to eat. Okay, this one is group data. So what is group data? Group data is, you look at your data here, it is not an actual data, it is a range. It means that your data is between the range of 980 and 990. This is called a group data. Okay? If you don't understand what? Okay, if you don't understand which part, you got to tell me. But the question is, I haven't even start the question, then you don't understand what. Don't try and disturb. Estimation, yes, my favorite type of question as well. So what you need to do is, you need to do one extra step by finding the mid value. So to find the mid value, you need to take the two extreme, the average of these two extremes. So what you need to do is 980 plus 990 divided by 2. So I always put it at the top. 990 plus 1000 divided by 2, 995. 1000 plus 1010 divided by 2, I get 1005. Mid value is finding the mid number. You take 980 plus 990 divided by 2. Okay, so actually what I do is I take 980 plus 990 divided by 2. And that's how I get my 985. You're finding the middle value. Mid value means it's middle value lah. So you do the same. 990 okay, this one will be, no, because we need to, okay, you see okay, you see, let's talk about simple one is when you want to find mean, like when you want to find average, you always take frequency times the data, correct? F times X, frequency times data. But now the question is, your data is not an exact data. So the data is a group data. They tell you the class is from 980 to 990. So you do not know what is the actual data. So therefore, we have to take one data. And that data is using the mid value. And why is it that it's called estimate? Because we are taking the mid value. We are not taking the actual data. Handsome boy 69. Nice nickname. Thanks for that. Okay. Stranded definition. Wow, chim like you. Okay. Okay, let's continue. So you understand why we need to find the mid value. Okay, so now the last one here, 1015. So now we have our mid value. We are ready to find the mean. So the mean, the formula is sum of fx over sum of f. This is given during the exam. So sum of fx, just follow the fx, f times x. Hello. So f means the frequency, so it's 74. X is the data. In this case, we are taking the mid value. So it's 74 times 985 plus, the plus is because of this. This funny symbol here is called sum of, summation. So next is 178 times 995 plus 182 times 1005 plus 66 times 1015. And the whole thing you will have to divide by 500. Okay, so you will have 999.8 grams. So this will be the mean mass. Yes, you can use calculator. It's just a 1 mark. I don't like to use the calculator. I feel so unsafe. I like to use the manual method. Okay? Why don't need to divide? Okay? Now, calculate an estimate of the standard deviation. So, we're going to use the same formula, the manual formula, standard deviation. So, it's sum of fx squared over sum of f minus sum of fx over sum of f squared. Don't have to worry about this part. Remember, I said this is the mean. Mean I already have. Later, we will just use our 999.8. The on top one, you see this one don't need to divide. Need to divide what? 980 plus 990 divide by 2. Then you get 985. If not, how you get 985? Okay? Okay, so now let's see. Remember just now I teach you how to use this formula here. Fx squared. See, Fx squared. So you will say Fx squared plus Fx squared plus Fx squared plus Fx squared. The whole thing over sum of f, which is 500, minus my mean, which is 999.8 square, and don't forget to square root the whole thing, and we will get 8.997. Round to 3SF, you get 9.00 gram. So this is rounded off to 3SF. I'm using the manual method. For those who know how to use calculator, please proceed to use calculator. Teacher Kangie don't know how to use the calculator because I don't. Because anyway, because for me is I don't like to memorize too many things. Okay, so I always like to use logic. I always make use of what is given to me. Since my standard deviation formula is given to me, my mean formula is given to me, why don't I just understand the meaning of the component of the formula? And during the exam, I don't need to think so much. I just look at the formula and then plug, 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 plug. Okay, if I use calculator, okay, because we don't calculate standard deviation every day, correct? So maybe you learn this topic, then you remember how to press the calculator. Then after that, a few weeks later, how to press the calculator? Which function to press? Press which button? Every time my student will ask me the same question. Press what button to get here to get there? I don't know. And then it's difficult to navigate to there, So in this situation, I just use what's given to me. Make full use of what is given to me, which is the formula. Okay. Now next, they ask you explain why the mean and standard deviation are estimate. Just now I already give you the answer already. Because we're using mid value instead of the actual data. So we will say that for group data, we only take the mid value of each data group and not the actual data. Therefore, it is only estimate. Okay? Or you want to ask, you want me to see whether your statement is correct or not? Actual data of the mass of the chocolate are not given and the mid value is used to calculate, so only can estimate. Yes, can. Raghu, good English. My English is not so good, but the keyword over here is you have to say that we take the mid value to calculate instead of the actual data. That's the keyword. Okay? Okay, so that's for question 4. We're going to go to question 5, whereby we talk about box and whisker. So box and whisker is another so-called subtopic, which is so easy. Okay, you just need to know where what are all the extreme line. Okay, it represent what? So see here, every box and whisker have these 5 lines that you need to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This extreme line is called the minimum. So I'm going to use red color so that you can see. This is minimum and this is maximum. That means the 2 extreme vertical line. And for the box, this line here is the lower quartile, or I call it Q1. Okay, the end of the box is called the Q3, which is our upper quartile. And the middle line will be the Q2, which is our median. Okay, you just need to remember these 5 things. And when it come out, then you will know what you want. Okay, next they ask for the range. When they ask for range, okay, you see range and interquartile range is different. So please be careful of this one. Range is maximum minus minimum. So remember, range is equals to maximum minus the minimum. They want group A, so please look at the box and whisker of group A. Don't go and look at the wrong one. Group A, let's find the maximum. My maximum is over here. So maximum, you will come down here and find, and that will give you 79.5. So now the question is, how do you know it's 79.5? See, 75 to 80, we know it is right, 5. And there are 10 boxes here. 5 divided by 10 is 0.5. So means one small square is 0.5. I am one small square before the 80. So 80 minus 0.5 is 79.5. So my maximum is 79.5. Minus the minimum. Minimum is here. Again, same thing. You will draw. It will be this one. So over here you can see that it is 3 small square before 50. So I take 50 minus 1.5. We will get 48.5. So it's minus 48.5. And therefore my range is 31. Okay. Now next, they ask for interquartile range. So for interquartile range, so by now you should know it is Q3 minus Q1. And take note, they ask for B, B, so don't go and take A, A was just now the part A. Now part B, this one will be 71. The Q1 is here, which is 60, so minus 60. My interquartile range for group B is 11. Okay. Now, popular question that they like to ask for data question statistics, they like to ask comparison, right? That's the main thing about data. Okay, when you do data analysis, you are supposed to make comparison. Okay, make 2 comparison between the weights of the 2 groups of stuff. So we will always use the mean, the median, okay, as well as the interquartile range. The median, okay, let's take a look at our median. See here, the median of group A is over here, which is here. Over here, the median is here. But I'm not going to find the actual median. We can already see that the median for the group B is higher than the group A, agree? So you simply just take you will say on average, the staff in group B are heavier because median weight is higher or is larger also can. So it means that group B in average, by using the median, group B are heavier than those staff in group A. That's my first comparison. My second comparison, I will use the interquartile range. So always remember, interquartile range is always related to the word consistent. So now I'm going to find, just now I already have my interquartile range of group B, right? So I want to find the interquartile range of my group. This is B. I want to find group A as well, so that I can compare. So my group A interquartile range is 75 minus 60, which is 15. So now let's take a look at these two interquartile range. When you have a smaller interquartile range, it means that your data are more consistent. That means the data are like the range are not so big, it's not so wide apart. So it's more consistent. So when we have a smaller interquartile range, it means that it is more consistent. So in this situation, my second statement, I will say that the weights in group B is more consistent because their interquartile range is smaller than group B. Group A, sorry. Done. Okay, so I have stated my two comparison. Okay. Yes, median is the middle value. Correct. But in this case, yeah, correct. Okay, this is box and whisker, so the median is the middle line between the box. Do you see that this is a box with a line in the middle, and then after they have two extreme horizontal line with another two vertical line? It's always drawing in this shape. So you just need to know the middle line here is median. The two extreme end of the box is the Q1 and Q3, and the two super extreme one is the minimum and maximum. Okay. Okay, now let's take a look at question number 6. Okay, we will OT a bit, although now it's already 6 o'clock, but we will continue. Okay, I will do one more question for question 6, and then after that we will stop for the day. Okay, so question number 6. The cumulative frequency graph shows the level of 200 car. Okay, see here, 200 car on a particular morning. Now they give me another set of data, which is in the form of, is this mathematics? Yes, of course, this is mathematics. Okay, the box and whisker plot represent the distribution of the speed of another 200 car on the same day, but this time round is in the evening. So one is in the morning, one is in the evening. So based on this data, we're going to answer their question. So let's see. They say use two diagrams to complete. Use the two diagrams to complete this table for the speed of the car in the morning. So the morning we have to look at our cumulative frequency. So I need to fill up the blank for median, upper quartile, and interquartile range. So let's come to here. Remember how to find the median. Look at the maximum here, which is 200. 50% of 200 is 100. So where is my 100? My 100 is here. So then after that, you need to draw the line. Dot, dot, dot. Draw the line. Dot, 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 dot. And come down to here. Dot, 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 dot. 70 to 80, this is 10, 10 divided by 10. So that means one small box is 1. So this is 73. So my median is 73. So fill up the blank, 73. Upper quartile, remember, how many percent do I need to find? See whether you are attentive and learn something. How many percent of 200 do I need to find for upper quartile? For upper quartile, how many percent do I need to find? Where's my water? Yes, good, 75%. So you will take 75% times 200. So 75% is 0.75. Multiplied by 200, I need to go find 150. Good. Good. Okay, so you will go here 150. Then you will look at it. 160, 120. Where is my 150? So again, no need to panic. So 160 to 120 is 40, right? And I have 10 small square here. So 40 divided by 10. So it will be 4. So one small square is 4. I want 150. So I can take 150 minus 120. 120 is the starting, and then I divide by 4. I need 7.5 square. Agree? So this is how teacher Kangie calculate. So sometimes when we have like not so obvious, then this is how we calculate. So I need to go 7.5 square. 5 here, 6, 7, 7.5 will be here. So we know this will be 150. So again, 150, go and find the draw the dotted line. Which is here. Half is in the middle of the small box. So draw the dotted line. Okay, so over here, one box is 1. This is 75, 76, 77. And this is in the in-between. So it's 77.5. 77.5. Okay. If it's easy for you, you can scroll away. Thank you. Okay. No energy to argue with you. Okay. So 77.5. So interquartile range, by now you should know Q3 minus Q1. Upper quartile minus the lower quartile. So you will take 77.5 minus 70.5. So 77.5 minus 70.5 gives you 7. This is actually not the answer. I don't have to put this thing. Okay, so now in the evening, we will look at our box and whisker. So our box and whisker is here. So they already fill up so many information. I only need to go and find my lower quartile. So now, by now, you all should be expert already. Now you tell me where's my lower quartile. Okay, I will label 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you tell me, lower quartile is 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Where is my lower quartile? Nobody want to help me. Ooh, good. I saw it. 2, 2. Yeah. Well done. Okay, so it's over here, which is here. Okay, wait, this is my 50. This is my 60. This is my 70. This is 65. So over here, 10 divided by 10, so one small box is 1. So this is 61. So this is 61. So this is the information for this box. Raphael. Okay. Okay, now theory question. I understand students always don't like the theory part. Okay? But can we just take upper quartile minus interquartile range? Why you so chim? Okay, what he is saying is, because interquartile range is given, Q3 minus Q1 is 21. And I have my Q3. So he's saying 82 minus Q1 is 21. So my Q1 is actually equals to 82 minus 21. So what he's trying to say is, can we take the 82 minus the interquartile range? Yes, you can, but the thing is, you already have the diagram. So why you want to trouble yourself? Agree or not? But you are not wrong. You're not wrong. By formula, is correct. Q3 minus Q1 is 21. So since they give me Q3 and they also give me IQR, so I can just sub, and then I find my Q1, which is 61. Okay? So now, okay, I understand that they are giving explanation is a bit like, oh, tedious, you don't like, but a lot of times when we do data analysis, you need to know how to look at the data and give your conclusion. So sometimes you don't have to think until so complex. You just look at yourself. I mean, you look at the data like a bystander. You look at the data, then you compare. Then what kind of, you know that you have those few terms like interquartile range, median, mean, all these things. So if I look at the data, you can tell yourself how you're going to analyze the data. So all data set is different. I'm not saying that, okay, today the question I use median, then every time I use median. You understand? Now, or rather say, this question I answer you and I tell you use mean. Then you say that, oh, why is it that sometimes the question use mean, sometimes they use median? It's not say fixed, man. It depends on the question. If let's say, for example, if I will talk about sometimes, because all of them are referring the mean, the mode, and the median. They are all to use to calculate average. Okay. If today I have outlier in my data, if I have an outlier, that means, let's say my data are all around here. Then suddenly you got one data very extreme end. Then you cannot use mean to so-called represent the average because you have an outlier. If the outlier is included in my calculation, it will affect my actual average. So we will not use mean to represent the average. Then if let's say I say the mode, if let's say I have when we look at the data, you realize that the outlier, something like an outlier, is the mode. Then you also cannot use the mode to represent the average. Why? Because you look at the data, you already know that the mode is a very extreme value, whereby it's not close, it's not around your main cluster. Then you will not use the mode. So it all depends on the question, the situation. Not always fixed. Oh, it's always use means. Oh, it's always use median. You understand? Okay. So you have to analyze just like a bystander. Look at the data and then see how you're going to just give the agree or disagree and why and so. Okay. So you don't have to think until so complex. So now over here, they say that the speed limit on this road is 80 km per hour. Below are two statements, okay, comparing the speed in the morning and the evening. So for each one, you have to state whether you agree or disagree and also give a reason. So over here, they tell you that the car are traveling at a more consistent speed in the evening than in the morning. You see the word consistent now? Wow, excited already. Just now when I said consistent, you should that the car are traveling at a more consistent speed in the evening than in the morning. You see the word consistent now? Wow, excited already. Just now when I said consistent, you should, what numbers? What number? What information? When we talk about consistency, what do you link to it? Just now, previous question I got talk about it. So when we talk about inconsistent, we look at which number? How? Anyone want to help? Or anyone want to share your learning? When we talk about consistent, we look at what number to explain? Oh, nobody know. Use you to explain. I don't understand. Use you. Okay. Stop spamming. Later my moderator block you. I don't know. Okay. I shall let my moderator decide whether to block you or not. Okay. So over here, consistent is interquartile range. So now you look at these two. Interquartile range for the morning is 7. Interquartile range for the evening, it's 21. So remember I said the number is smaller interquartile range. It means that my morning is more consistent. You understand? Now they are saying that the evening is more consistent. So of course I will disagree. So we will say disagree. Okay, reason, our interquartile range is smaller in the morning. Okay, so it is more consistent in the morning. Okay, yeah, my moderator mute that person already. I don't know why she suddenly me. I also don't know lah. Anyway, okay, now next, the last one for the day. There is a higher chance. Yes, Raphael can. Good. There is a higher chance that a car can be issued with a fine for speeding in the morning than in the evening. Okay, so this is linked to when they tell us the speed limit is 80 km per hour. So we will use this. See here, the upper quartile. So actually, what does the upper quartile means? Upper quartile, your Q3, remember our upper quartile is 75%, right? So when it is 75%, they are trying to tell us that 75% of the driver, okay, it is driving at 77.5 km per hour and below. Okay? When the Q3 for the evening is 82, it is trying to tell us that 75% of the driver are driving 82 km per hour and below. This is the meaning of that. So, since my speed limit is 80 km per hour, okay, now do you agree? Just now I said 75% driving 77.5 km and below, right? So now do you agree that less than 25% is driving more than 80 km per hour? Right? Because the 75% haven't even reached 80 left. So I can say that less than 25% is driving above 80 km per hour. Okay, so now let's take a look at this one. Our 75% already driving a bit close to it's already exceed 80, right? So can you agree to me and say that more than 25% is driving above 80 km per hour, right? So based on that, we will state our statement here. So I will say it is disagree, because they say it will be higher chance to get fined in the morning, But based on my data here, okay, I will say the upper quartile of the morning is 77.5 km per hour. This suggests that less than 25% is more than 80 km per hour. And then we will say the upper quartile of the evening is 82 km per hour. This suggesting that more than 25% are driving more than 80 km per hour. So in this situation, of course, those who are driving in the evening is more higher chance to get fined instead of the morning. You understand? So that's how I explain this last statement over here. Okay, so we finish it. Since anyway, the worksheet already uploaded, which question 7 is included. So you all can try the question yourself. The answer is in the worksheet itself. You can check. Okay, but we will only upload the solution up to question 6. Okay.